Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. You know, it's 10 to 9 in Central Standard Time in Missouri right now on Monday. And I don't have a video scheduled for tonight because I've been doing all secret shower stuff, baby presents and stuff, which I will share with you. I've been videotaping everything and I will absolutely share it with you next week because next Sunday is the shower. And I don't want to, I want it all to be a surprise. So I realized that I don't have any video for tonight. So I thought I would let you know what's coming up in the week ahead. I know a lot of people like boring vlogs. Jim's waiting for Jim to get home from work so we can go to the grocery store. He's working every night and a double on Wednesday. We're supposed to leave early Thursday morning, and he's got to work a double on Wednesday, which means he's going to be sleeping in the car the whole time. But I wanted to be able to share with you what's going to be coming up. Now, Thursday we're leaving for Texas, and we travel for about 12 hours, which means whatever time a.m. we leave, we get there at that time p.m., depending on traffic. Lord willing. We just got 2 new tires on the car, so we currently have 4 new tires on the car. We got our brakes done last summer while we were in Texas. We got the oil change, so you guys will know that the car is all road trip ready. Okay, so I don't want you to have to worry about that. I have become a very proficient road traveler. My very first road trip was, obviously my very first road trips were with my family when I was younger. We went to Pennsylvania to visit my aunt and stuff, but my very first real road trip was when I was, Carlos, if you watch this, Adam, if you're out there watching this, I believe it was 1989. Yes. We went to Florida, and that was my very first trip in the car to Florida. I flew to Florida a couple of times before that. And obviously I was in the marching band, so I mean, road trips, we used to go everywhere, but upstate New York, that really isn't a road trip. A road trip to us is anything more than 400 miles as a road trip. So we used to go to Florida. We went for a road trip in Florida, and then I went back with Sharon. We went on road trips, and then it's all grown from there. I flew to Las Vegas a couple of times and road trips with my sister Julie. Hi, Julie. To New York to go visit my dad when she was living there. And, lots of things like that. So I've become very efficient, and and road trip lots with Lisa down to Georgia, lots, and when she lived in New York. And I have picked up the greatest things about everybody's like road trips. Like everybody does different things, and I feel like I've gotten together all the things that work for me. One of the things that we do is fill up gas and pee before you go. I mean, that's obvious, right? We pack snacks, we pack our lunch, and it's just cheaper that way. It also does save time. Now, sorry about that. That was Jim. He's got off 5 minutes early, so I better hurry up. But one of the things that we do, like I said, is we pack our food and we only stop for gas and to go to the bathroom. Now, we have done the road trip to Texas where we actually like meandered because we wanted to see. We went to Muskogee, Oklahoma, and we stopped at the road stop that has all this Okie from Muskogee sort of, memorabilia and stuff. So we have in the past, but mostly we like to make it like as efficient as possible. We just get there in the best time we can. And the experience is being in the car with each other and enjoying each other's company along the way. So, that being said, what we try to do, especially if there's 2 of us, if it's just me by myself, it works just the same. But what I do is I pull in for gas, and if I'm by myself, I pump the gas. Actually, usually I have to go to the bathroom as soon as I get out of the car. So usually I pull in front of the gas pump, I go to the bathroom, and then I come back out and pump the gas and then go. But I try to get gas every time I have to go to the bathroom. Now, If you're the kind of person who pees at every rest stop, that's different. And if you have a medical condition that requires you to get out of the car every couple of hours and walk around, that's also different. Currently, thank gosh, knock on wood, well, thank God, knock on wood, I'm sorry, that I don't have any conditions currently that make me, that require me to stop and get out and walk every 2 hours or so. But it ends up being close to that with gas. My car's pretty efficient. I seem like I have to pee every 200 miles, which is just roughly about 2 hours. Which is good anyway, because I mean, it gets you out of the car, it gets your legs stretched, you fill up gas when you're there, so in case for some reason you can get to 400 miles before you have to go to the bathroom, you have enough gas in your car. I know that sounds silly, but my car currently holds about 400 miles. When I'm on a road trip, I can go 400 miles on a tank. So the 200 mile mark is halfway, which works. I'm sorry, I smell my glue gun on, and I just was like, I should unplug my glue gun. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, so that is that about the gas and the rest stops. The way I pack the van is I have Mom's cooler with the retractable handle with the wheels on it, and it fits really well between the front passenger seat and the back passenger seat. And it gets pinned there, and it has a half open top, like the top is a split top, so you can open half. Well, fortunately, I can open the half that's close to me, and I don't ever take my eyes off the road. I just get stuff by feel. So when I pack the cooler, I pack it pretty proficiently. I keep the sandwiches in a bowl, but the bowl has no cover, so I can reach back and feel a piece of foil, and I know that's my sandwich. Then I wrap my pickles in plastic and my eggs in plastic wrap and my eggs in Ziploc bags so that I know when I reach behind me what I'm getting. I also pack my bottled soda and bottled water there so I can get it efficiently, easily enough. So, when I travel by myself, I have what we call cubies, or these cube type bags that we got, the reusable shopping bags from Walmart. It's a cube, and I love them. And I have 3, but I left one. I accidentally gave one to Eden thinking it was hers. Hi, Eden, you got my bag? I'm getting it back. No, I'm just kidding. Have it. You're my baby. But anyway, if they still sold them where I lived, I would just buy another one. But they're about $5, and they last fantastically. And I love them for travel. One usually I put my Q-Rig in one, and the other one gets all of the snacks. And I like an open cube for the snacks because when I'm traveling by myself, I can just reach in. And again, I organize the snack basket very efficiently, like bags of chips and then granola bars and stuff like that in a basket. So I reach in and I know what I'm grabbing. Some people think it's not very safe to eat and drive at the same time, especially when you're by yourself, because God forbid you choke, then what do? But I have never had that issue. I make sure, unlike when I'm home, I chew my food better when I'm driving. I know that sounds silly, but I make sure that I'm safe and that I always have a drink before I start eating anything, just in case. And behind my cubie, I actually put my cubie in the seatbelt on the passenger side, and behind the cubie I stuff a roll of paper towels and a box of tissues. So I can actually get everything that I need without, while I'm driving. However, it's also there if I have to pull over. So if I've done that before. I've had to pull over because I've spilt stuff or whatever. And then I'm efficiently, I can clean up without having to get out of the car. Because that's another thing that's important. If you have to pull over for an emergency and you can avoid getting out of the car on the driver's side, that's the safest. Make sure you pull over all the way, as far over as you can without falling off the edge of the road. And if you can at all possible, get out on the passenger side. That's it. That's what I know about safety and road trip. But this time Jim's going to come with me. Jim does like to sleep, so Jim has a neck roll pillow, and he'll be managing the snacks and the cooler, which is great. It's great when you have somebody who can help you do that. Back when we used to have navigation, like not on your phone, like a map. You guys, if you're really young, we used to have maps, and they were in books, and they were paper, and they had drawings. No, I'm kidding. But whenever I would be a passenger, like when Lisa would drive to Georgia, I would be the navigator, and the DJ and the chef and the waitress and the snack getter and stuff. And when her kids were little, I'd be the passy giver and, you know, whatever she needed, whatever my sister needed, you know, whatever we would drive, whatever we needed. So that's it. We're going to travel most of the day on Thursday. So what we decided to do, and if it's okay with you guys, we're going to do a travel vlog. We're going to do a little road trip. We'll tape a little bit along the way and fill you in on how it's going and maybe sing in the car with us. But then when we get to Houston, we're going to be doing some shop with me's and hauls possibly. And then some shower stuff, and then after shower stuff and visits and stuff. So I hope you enjoy this week. I do have 2 videos that are always ready to go. My non-minimalist organized bathroom and my non-minimalist organized living room tour. I have most of the non-minimalist organized kitchen recorded, but it's not edited and ready to go. So God forbid anything goes wrong with my timing, then you'll see those videos, but I don't think you need to see them yet. What else? I really wish I was going to be staying longer. First of all, Jim needs a vacation. But, you know, I just love everybody down there so much. I mean, I love everybody anyway, but I know there's a lot of you who are down there, and I wish we could do a meet and greet. I'm just not going to be there that long, and every day is full already. Jim and I are going to be going from staying at different people's houses. So we're going to stay with Emily, and then we're going to stay with Lisa, and then we're going to stay with Eden. And we're bringing our queen-sized double high arrow bed, not sponsored, that we've had forever. And we actually had 2, and one of them got lost in the flood. Wah, wah. But yeah, we're excited. So we're gonna be toting our own sleeping equipment. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the babies. I see pictures on Instagram and Facebook, and they look so much bigger than when I was there last. And I was only there in August. It's only February, so it's only 6 months ago. And that Jackson looks like he's about 14 now. Bentley looks like he's ready to drive. They're not, but that's what they look like when you don't see them for a while. I mean, the same thing with my sister's kids. My goodness. I haven't seen my sister or her kids in Las Vegas since 2012, so we're going on 6 years now. And I've got my fingers crossed that this is the year that I get to go travel and see her, now that I have new tires. So I think that's it for this vlog. I have to go get ready to go shopping. We'll probably have a haul for you for tomorrow. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to just mind sitting chatting with me. You know what? I did bring out the camera because I wanted to share something with you. Does anybody watch This Is Us? Yeah, I kind of thought you did. It's a magnificent show, and I think like most of America is watching it. But for those of you who don't know, my father passed away in 2010, and he died on February 7th, 2010. February 7th, 2010 was Super Bowl Sunday. So I miss my dad a lot. We got really close towards the end, and he was my buddy and my protector, and, you know, everything Dad's supposed to be, and then more. So Super Bowl Sunday is always a little touchy. And then to watch This Is Us, where their dad died on Super Bowl Sunday, kind of hit home a little bit. You know, I usually celebrate my dad very much on his day, and this one was one that actually kind of made me sad, probably because of that reason. But I was thinking about all my brothers and sisters, and I would be thinking about them. I usually text them on the 7th, so they'll all get my text on Wednesday. But I was moved to tears quite a few times, and does anybody else want to counsel the the Pearson Big 3? Because I want to, like, give each one of them like a hug and just like share with them, like, you know, you didn't kill your dad, or, you know, if you were there, you just would have made it more trouble for your dad with the cast or whatever, you know. You guys watch it. You know what I'm talking about. So, I did have a couple of people reach out to me. Thank you for thinking about me on Super Bowl Sunday. And, yeah, as always, you take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.